Will the real John Blaze, Larry Evans, please reveal yourself? Now, Mr. Blaze on an email says, LOL, that is not me. Now, the photograph that I'm about to show you that was exposed before was a picture taken of John Blaze actually while he was actually visiting with, at the time, his girlfriend at Ozio's residence. This here is a photograph of Mr. John Blaze. He says that it is not him, LOL. There was even a picture, I have it somewhere, but there's even a picture of him and his girlfriend. Now, if that is not you, Mr. John Blaze, what do you got to hide? And why are you hiding behind your camera like a coward that you probably are? Now, Mr. Blaze, you look like a big man that could handle yourself. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? Exposing yourself? You get on there, talk about me and other people, even about Barry, but you won't expose yourself on camera if that is not your picture, sir. Okay, you're not listening to an AI voice here. You're listening to me, Mr. Francois, Francis, Frank, Frankie, whatever you want to call me. But I'm not an AI. I have nothing to gain here. Nothing. This is not a channel made to expose those who commit crimes. We only do that on YouTube. Our professional career is not investigation, but it's like this. It's like this, Mr. Blaze. Why are you afraid? Why, sir, are you afraid to put your face on camera? Now, we've seen your diet. We've seen the peach cobbler pies, whatever, with real peaches, of course, loaded with sugar. We've seen what you eat. We've seen all the beef that you eat on here. My God, Magnum. Well, we would imagine, of course, with your insulation shots that you give yourself. We would imagine that you're having just a wee bit problem with your insulin. Now, Mr. Blaze, Mr. Larry Evans, sir, show you a little respect, sir. I don't have to, but why don't you show us who you really are? Why don't you show us your real picture? Unless you've got something to hide. What's with that? Now, this doesn't sit right with my viewers. This doesn't sit right with me. Oh, you like to run your mouth and play, oh, the guy that's just on the sidelines who's just offering some good advice. Come on, don't be a coward like the rest of them. Okay, put your picture on camera. Maybe that isn't you. Maybe it is. But like you're always asking me or anybody else to prove themselves, well, prove yourself. That's what I say. I think my viewers would agree with me. Anyway, you saw the photograph. Big belly, big body. Sounds like a person who eats the way he does. And by the way, you don't eat very healthy, Mr. John Blaze. You don't eat healthy at all. So we could believe that that's your picture. But, however, in the effort of fairness, show us who you really are. Why are you, that's our question, and certainly mine, why are you hiding behind your camera? What are you worried about? Oh, you want to dish some shit out sometimes, right? But you want to hide behind your cam. Playing that little game, are you? In other words, you're a troll after all. Encouraging hate on here. Yeah, without your involvement. You try to play the neutral party. Come on. Bullshit is what I say. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Now you all saw the photograph. Go back, I'm not going to have to bring it up again. Is that you? Or, sir, is that not? Okay. He's not battling for me, and he never fucking did. You kidding me, dudes? He never did. He jumped more fences than professional fucking hurdlers in the Olympics. He knew how to jump fences. No, I don't know. Not everybody makes the right decisions in life. You got fucked up on that land deal, didn't he? Well, it happens sometimes. We're human. We make mistakes. Admit it. You fucked up on the land. But you, on your show, sir, like to find criticism with me, don't you, sir? don't you? You love finding criticism with little old me. That's sad that you do things like that, sir. It's absolutely sad. Why do you need to do that? Everybody's hiding. I go on camera quite a bit. Why do you go on off camera? Why? Okay, see original message here. My God. I had wrote him. I said it was taken, well, in response, it was taken when you visited Fazio. You had your girlfriend with you. Remember, John? He says, LOL. That isn't me. That isn't me. Yeah? Who is it? Proof. Come on, everybody's always asking for proof on here. Proof. Prove it to me. Prove it to me. Let me see the paperwork. Let me see. Prove it. Prove it. Prove it. Prove it. Sir, prove it. That's right. Prove it or move it is what I say. What do you think, folks? If you listened in, you've seen the picture of John Blaze. I think perhaps on another show I did. I showed the picture. And here's a picture right here of Mr. John Blaze. You know, the pie eating guy, the guy who shows off his freezer filled to the gills with beef from his supposed herd, showing off his prowess in the sense of what he owns. Big, long, expensive campers, the best barbecue grills that money can buy. Oh yeah, you got it all, John. The one thing you don't have is the guts to show us what you look like on camera to prove that this is not you, sir. That's the John Blaze as he appeared when he visited Fazio. Fazio may say different because, well, maybe they had an agreement. I don't know. But that was when he visited. And he had his girlfriend at the time with him. Oh yeah, big guy in every way. Yeah, you know what I mean? You got a big pecker too, boy. She like it? She like it? Or do you kind of like, she's like 4'11", find that really hard, mathematics, performing such with such a small lady? What do you need, an extension or a reduction device? I don't know. Are you well endowed, Johnny boy? Are you well endowed? All the girls want to know. And some of the faggots want to know too. Are you well endowed, John? Does she like it, John? Does she like big men, like 300 pounds, 50-inch belly? You're competing with the yellow man on this one. Well, we're not saying he has a long schlong. The yellow man, we proved that he did. Come on, Johnny boy. Be honest. Just say it's you. And I'll bite. If it's not you, then stop being a coward. Stop hiding behind the computer screen and show us. Make me look bad. Show us that it's not you, sir. Anyway, hello, folks. Get that out of the way. Yeah, I sent him that picture saying, I know what you look like, dude. Eyes and nose what you looks like, Southern boy. You a big Bubba for sure. You a big Bubba for sure. Call you Bubba from now on. I think I'm going to call you Bubba. Bubba Larry. Bubba John sounds better. We know your name ain't John, it's Larry Evans, but Bubba John. I like that. Has a ring to it. Bubba John. Bubba John. You know those damn peach pies and all that biff that you eat. Son, it ain't helping you at all. You got this life. You got married. You got plans. Well, make them a reality. You don't want to get sick. You're already injecting yourself. I mean, you want to wind up like Yellow Man, like Big Kevin, like Roberto, like all these big fat fuckers, like Don C. You really want to be that way? Come on, common sense says no. But then again, to each his own. It's your life. It's your weight. I'm just a man who likes to give good advice. Say that you're on the wrong track. Mr. John Blaze, Larry Evans. Yeah, you're a big Bubba, all right. Oh, yes, you are. No, I don't think anybody wants to meet you in a dark alley at any time. I don't think so. You'll sit on us and we'll die. If anything else, how do you fly a helicopter with that weight? You have to kind of throw out a couple of chairs to balance the weight on there, my boy. Yeah, I don't totally dislike you, John, Bubba John. I just don't trust you. I don't have a big issue with you. I never really did. I don't like liars. Liars and criers. What do you say, folks? Liars and criers. We don't need liars and criers. Call the police. I got you on camera. I got you on camera. Call the police. What was it, like 15 times? He said, call the police. Our friend in the hall. Call the police. Why weren't you up there? You're a tough guy, Yellow Man. Why weren't you up there fighting him? Why weren't you? You're a tough guy. I mean, you offered $10,000 for anybody to come over there and approach you. Didn't you not? I mean, it's common knowledge for all of us here that when someone does come by, what do? But you cry like a bye-bye. You cry like a bye-bye. That's what you do. That's what you do. The mouth seemingly is not attached to your muscles or something. I don't know. You make all these promises of your prowess. Yeah, come and see me. See what happens. Yeah, isn't that what you do all the time there, Yellow Man? Isn't that what you do? Isn't that what you do? Huh? Yeah, call the police! 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 Now, John, Bubba John, now, we don't want to label you as this little baby crying. We don't want to do that. I'm a fair man. But you want to come on, put on a show and not show your face, we label you as a coward. I always come on my show and show my face. Why can't you? What is it that you're hiding? That's a good question. We know why some of these cowards are hiding, because they're cowards. But what are you hiding, Bubba John? What are you hiding? What are you hiding? I've seen a picture of you and your lady. I'm not gonna
After this dad got a new
I'm not gonna make any comment on that.
Cut off all of his dread.
So I want to be fair. You and Fazio.
Can you console him?
And you always have something to cry about, Bubba John, don't you? Frank this, Frank that. One day, loving Frank seemingly on my side. Then the next day, jumping fence, jumping... Wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah, wah. Come on, you know better than the other trolls on here, man. I heard you a big man. I believe you are. And I believe that is your photo. And if it's not, then you will gladly prove me wrong. Isn't that what like people like to do? Prove Frank wrong? Like your accusation that the money you donated was going to a gold bracelet. You were wrong on that, Bubba John. You were very wrong. Sometimes you can be a bad man. Don't be a bad man. We got too many on here, dude. Be a good man. Be an honest man. That's what we need on here. Honesty.
You bad man. You very, very bad man. You bad man. You very bad man. Very easy bad man. He's a very bad man. He's a very, very bad man. Say I'm not human. Very bad. Very, very, very bad.
Well.
Ajinomoto Sustainability Field
Okay.
Trip. Ajinomoto employees and influencers will go on field trips to see how
Enough of that. And the dogs, they're saying he's a bad man too. Is that somebody coming? Where'd they go? I didn't know they went anywhere. Oh, to the market. To the market. John sounds like... You know, I thought for a while that Bubba John was kind of opening up. He was seeing things my way. But then, you know, he just kind of like changed his personality. Go all the way back. John was against me from the beginning when he met up with Fazio. They were at an outdoor restaurant. Drinking, I tell you, drinking. And Fazio was drunk as a fucking goose on a moose. John Blaze, I'll give you $40 if you say, fuck you, Frank. I still have the video here, but I don't want to pull it out. John Blaze, Bubba John claimed at the time, I never said I was going to give Mr. Michael Fazio $40 to say, fuck you, Frank. But in the background, while Michael Fazio was performing a kind of a ritualistic dance of a fool, drunken as a fool, and demonstrating how his short legs will allow him to put his hands flat on the pavement. Well, shortest point from two distances is Straight line. If your legs are only 18 inches long, there's no acrobatics going on here. There's no gymnastics going on here. But John in the background says, "Fuck you, Frank." He denies it to this day, which means that Mr. Bubba John is two-faced, 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 I tell you. Two-faced. That's what I say. Two faces of John. Larry Evans. Why don't you just call yourself your real name, Larry Evans? Why do you gotta call yourself John Blaze? Oh, wow. Is that like a more manly name? Is that a manly name? John Blaze? Like Blaze of Glory? Like Blaze of Glory? The name of that song is, by the way, "Because You're a Liar." That's the name of the song. You're a liar. Like many on here, you're a liar. You don't know if you're coming or you're going. I'm with you, Frank, or I'm against you, Frank. You believe this to be true, you don't believe that to be true. What is it you believe in, sir? Why don't you share it? Share with us what you believe in, really. Eating those peach pies. We've seen some of the things you cook. My God, Magnum. The ingredients in the high cholesterol dish that you just created the other day and showed us. Is that your diet, Bubba John? To earn the name Bubba. Bubba usually means a big guy. In girth, height, both. What is your trip? If I should go back to the 70s and say, what is your trip, sir? I don't know. But don't trip out on me. I could have been your best ally. Could have been. But no. You want to be a wise. You want to be a wise guy. Why is that? Why is that, sir?
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Let me tell you something, John. I'm not a big guy. I'm an older dude. I'm not perfect. But you know what? I'm a powerhouse mofo in more ways than one. Now, you could try to fuck me over, and you'll get fucked over. You got to make that choice. Don't point that crooked fucking fat finger to me and spread any lies about me. Everything from the bracelet, money you gave me. I wish you never gave me that money. I really wish that you didn't. But you're not getting it back, that's for sure. It was used for its intended purpose. Let's get that straight. Once and for all. Okay. Yeah, I know, Sex Battaglia comes into people's chats. Says, hello, Blazers. Blazers? What's fucking Blazers? And literally no one acknowledges him. LMAO. Penny, the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Yeah. Fazio's pant size is 58 by 22. Oh my God. John Blaze has got to be a little bit, maybe a little bit under that. Yeah. Bubba John sounds like a pizza place with Papa John. Bubba Evans might be related to Bob Evans. Oh, obese people. You know how many obese people on YouTube? Why? Why? All the YouTubers that are the biggest troublemakers, why are they all... They have one thing in common. They're going to die soon because they're fucking so obese. Why are they so obese? Because they spend so much fucking time on being sedentary. They don't got a treadmill. They don't go out for walks. They're just waiting till somebody says something about them. They're waiting till somebody's show comes on so they can make a fucking rude ass comment. To make a rack, an RAC, a rude ass comment. Pennywise says, I like Bob Evans' breakfast sausage. Secretary Hunter says, it comes to people's chats. Hello, Blazers. Who the fuck are you? Blazers. What is a fucking blazer? Blazer. Your name is fucking Larry Evans. Why don't you intro yourself as who you are? Larry Evans. Larry Evans. Not John Blaze, which is a name that you held on to for a while, but you were, before that, what was your name? Anybody recall what his name was? What are you hiding from, Larry? We don't know if anything this guy's ever said is true or not. That he earns all this land. He's got herds of cattle, a few horses. He's got ducks in a pond, ducks in a row. Quack, quack. It's got feathers and it quacks like a duck, and it is a duck. Are you a duck? Because you're waddling. You're going waddle, waddle, waddle when you walk. Are you a duck? Are you a duck? Oh, CIGC, whatever. I went to the FBI. Comes on with a records. I got information. Little talk about snitches, and bitches. I got information from the FBI about somebody. Don't come on and tell us that. Put it on. Oh, you want a little attention. Like, look what I did. Look what I did. I got connections. I got connections too out here. You'd be surprised how many connections I got out here. Our boy is not in jail because it was wishful thinking. I will tell you that. It was hard work. It was having connections. It was meeting people, providing the right information. Okay. A lot of hard work. A lot of hard work. Nothing comes easy in this world. And I know that, to be sure. What do you got for me there? Oh, the rest of my... Wow. Cheese ravioli, baby. But I at least use the treadmill. What's your excuse, pal? Palsy Wowsy? What's your excuse? Come on, put your fucking picture on there, or shut the fuck up and shut your show down. If you never show your face on camera, we have a theory. Well, here on YouTube, a lot of people don't. It's mostly the trolls. So if you never show your face on camera, you got something to hide, right? True. Isn't that usually the case? I don't know, Pete. What do you think, folks? What do you think's really going on with this guy? Has he lied about the land, saying that his name is on the title for the land, and we all know that's bullshit. Because you can't be on the tax declaration on the land. It has to be a Filipino, or if you happen to be a corporation that's buying land out here, the corporation has to have a Filipino as one of the partners. Are you in a corporation, sir? Secretary Task Force says fence jumper lost all credibility, believing Putz Leg is building a hotel. Sexpat Task Force says he is a farmhand for his daddy's. I wouldn't be surprised if all the losers on here pretend to be something that they are not. Hello, Jeff Hart. Isn't that true? All the losers, that's how you can tell they're a loser, pretend to be bigger and badder than everybody else, financially and otherwise. But they won't show their face. We asked the question collectively here. Why, Mr. Larry Evans, John Blaze? Hello, Blazers. Oh, give us a break. How was that peach pie, big boy? Huh? Do you ever think you became big because you're eating too much shit like that? Oh, I know. You tried to impress us with that freezer full of Biff, right? Look what I eat. Look what I eat. Ah, we know you do. We believe you on that. We believe you on that. You eat a lot of beef. You eat those the most caloric foods, blah, 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 foods in the world. That's why you're big and overweight. Hey, nothing wrong with being a farmhand. Nothing wrong at all. Hard work. I will say that. Nothing wrong with being a farmhand. But don't, give us this grand, hyperbole on what you own. Well, maybe you're just a cow puncher. Does a cow ever punch you back? Was you being such an ass? Man, all we're saying to you is be real, man. Because, if you want to spend a lot of time on YouTube, and you're even taking money from people with PayPal, if you have all this money, why are you taking money off people? If I remember correctly, he said that he becomes monetized, or if he receives 1,000 subscribers, he was going to go on camera. Has he been on camera yet, folks? Nope. Jeff Hart says all that beef has Larry Bubba Evans' arteries clogged up. Oh, you bet it does. Oh, you bet it does. They don't learn. Well, we proved the fat man was not on a full fasting diet. He was eating other stuff. And there was a fiesta last night. You could bet dollars to donuts that he stuffed his fat belly with all that fiesta food that he could. Otherwise, why you going there? Right, Yellow Man? Oh, yeah. Who's going to go while he's fasting to a fiesta. If anything, that is something that you would want to avoid. Why would you go there unless you're going to eat? I'm eating right now. Sure, you betcha. I'm eating right now. The only way to fast is to do it the right way. Try skipping one meal per day. Put the shovel back in the termite shack. You use a fucking human spoon. Then you're not going to have that weight problem. But, John, comes a time, you got to make up your mind whether you're on somebody's side or not. All that fence jumping could be good for you in a way. Maybe remove some calories. But why can't people be real? Why? Man, tell you what, I'm as real as it comes on my show. I don't hide nothing in my life. I don't hide things, man. Yellow Man is a rumhead. He will drink at Fiesta. Sure he will. Of course he will. He probably got stuffed his belly, had all the rum he could drink last night. Sure, you betcha. Well, look, Bubba John, I'm not mad at you. No, I'm not mad at you, man. I'm trying to reason with you, man. Well, yeah, one meal a day, missing one if you eat 5. Yeah, you're correct. You certainly are. You're either serious about losing weight or you're not, but do it the right way. Throw all your fucking stupid stories out the fucking window, all your storytelling. Because nobody believes you. Nobody. Sex Bag must have dressed down for donating to your legal bill. Yeah. Oh. I see what you're saying there. Wow. Heavy. Come on, John. You're not heavy. You're my brother. So am I right, guys? I mean, gastric bypass, huh? Well, sometimes there's things you got to do that you don't want to do, but you might find necessary. But when Roberto got the gastric bypass, what he didn't realize is that, and I've talked to a few people on here that said they had gastric bypasses. They're not very good. There's always something that goes wrong with it. There's always something that could happen later on. It doesn't last, and that could be dangerous. What are you doing? You mean? Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Oh. Sexpat says, I like the new show format, updates and reviews. Yeah, cool. Why not? On top of that, be informative about just about everything else. I think that suits the savage breast, you know. A little bit for everybody. You learn, you get updated. I think that satisfies just about everybody. Now, John, listen to me. Be straight. Why do you gotta bullshit all the time? Why do you gotta bullshit? You told me you did not like Barry at all. You wanted to help him. Ricky wanted to see him go back to the United States because you cared about him. You wanted to see him get his act together, but you know, we were in touch with each other in text. And I know for a fact that you can't stand the motherfucker. Neither could Ricky. But you've sent money. You did. You certainly did. This hypocrisy, as I said, is deafening. No, why would I take them down? I think they're an asset. I did a show this morning, whatever it was. I lose track. Saying that they're an asset. I wouldn't take them down. Okay. You gonna meet the corner? You gotta go all the way there just to do that?
Yeah.
Oh. Oops. Sorry about that. Burp. Sexbus says you were vindicated when Big Nose admitted Hunchback situation looks bad. I've always been vindicated. What I say is is the truth. I have no reason to lie on here. What gain do I get from lying on here on YouTube? A lot of people don't believe a lot of things about me. They found out to be true later on. I really did own a house in Hawaii. Okay. And I, really did sell a house. Don't you think there's a... I got one, right? Boy, that's too much. I just haven't thrown it away. It looks like I'm doing a lot of that, but... Okay, hold on a second there, folksies. Hold on. One second. Okay, let's face it, folks. Aren't you all tired of the bullshit? Aren't you all tired of the lies? Aren't you all tired of the scams? Aren't you all tired of losers calling other people losers based on their demonstration of what they put on their show? I guess I should read my comments. Pig nose, Six Pats Porsche says. Jeff Hart says, did you hear that Obama should be investigated if those claims are true? What do you mean? Got 5 counts against him. So, it's called a resolution. And the fiscal made their resolution. It's a done deal. He has to account for those charges. There will eventually be an arraignment. Arraignment is pretty much the initial way of starting a trial. They're going to hear the facts and blah, blah, blah. They're going to hear the charges. It starts off that way. Then there's many, many, many more hearings. Many, many more different steps. He'll be in jail until this whole thing's over. Or he even gets to go to court. Then, goodbye. Then he's going to have to... he's not in a good position, man. No, he's not. Does he have a show? I don't know. Does Gogo Bobo have a chance? Is this Gogo Bobo's sister? No, the tape claims that Obama burned little... Well, it's true. I think that's a little... I think he burned... No, man, I don't know what his reference was, Gogo. Was that on Today? Oh, there's tape on there or something? Or what? No, I heard that on the original one. Interview with Gogo Bobo. Remember that? And Gogo Bobo using... He was also saying what Jay said about Barry, that he's crazy. Bothered Jay to see that the bummer was after... Did Allo do something? I'm not totally clear on this. Okay. Today? Another review on that or something? As you see, I'm not on here as much as you think I am. I don't know everything that's going on here, contrary to what you might think. I could not possibly. I don't have the patience for it. Screen and so somebody puts a show on or makes a comment about me or them. Oh, was that today? I'm asking you, Jeff Hart. Was it today? The part 2 of it. Okay, the show's still on. I mean, you didn't take it off for nothing. Okay, I will listen to it, guaranteed here. Sometimes, guys, you got to appreciate somebody. I expect everybody to agree with everything I say on here, man. But if you really think about it and you examine it, if you've been following me for years, you're going to know one common denominator about me. Information is based off what I see and what I hear. That's the bottom line. By a person's own demonstration. So how could I be lying? Anybody on here? How could I be lying about anybody on here? If all is when they say Frank's full of shit, this and that, this and that. Well, how could I be lying if it's all based on what was seen and heard on somebody's show? How? I don't see how that's possible when many people have seen the same show, seen the same information, verbally and visually. So how could I be like a hateful guy that they try to lay? I'm not a hateful guy. Not many have met me, and they know I'm pretty tame. I'm very accommodating. Ask Brevis. I was very accommodating to him. I was very accommodating to Ricky. And when I first met Barry, I'm not that type of person that some people label me to be. All 3 of these people. Hagante met me. Hagante knows. I was really nice to Hagante. We were talking. He some pizza because he couldn't afford. He's making this girl he was with pay for everything, the hotel, every fucking thing. Bought him a pack of smokes. He's going to reimburse me, and he never did. I even bought his girlfriend one of those shakes, guava shakes or whatever. He was going to give me the money for that. He never did on the pizza. Because it was me and dinner. I assumed that they already had dinner. Me and Gilda were hungry. And we were at Marlin's Resort on this particular situation. When Barry first came over, he's got his coughing. His lungs were enough to give him a medicine. And the medicine's name is, it's right here. Monteluca. I said, here, take one of these. It'll help try to break. I even threw 300 pesos in his pocket. So how am I a bad guy? And how would I get a bad reputation when all I've been was honest on here? I know most of you people don't believe all the bullshit about me. The thing with the tenants, I supposedly did this and do that. Let me tell you something. I'm capable of a lot of things, like most of us are, but I'm not capable of doing the allegations that were put against me. None, certainly never happened in the way they described, or that sort. Now, this is something that you either got to believe or not believe. So I'm beyond that point now. It happened as I told you it happened. There's no need to discuss that anymore. People can embellish, or they can just out and out lie. People have. And that's what they do. That's what they do. If you're going to label somebody for being this or that, show the proof. Not a hearsay, not a third-party video, not an edited video. Now, do you really, those edited copycat and otherwise likes put around with the exaggerated features? I don't look anything like that. It's called editing. It's called editing. But boy, I wouldn't put my face on camera, trust me. I have a mask on. But it's called hate, and it's called spread. I know there's a lot of entertainment shit, and people can just be. Not many people are capable of doing that. Demonstration. I make my point of the person, their video. Anything in between. What I hear is what I report. That's it. In between on that. None whatsoever. Okay, is the dialogue kind of slowing down now? I realize it's 2 o'clock and most people are probably in a different country. It's probably very late over there. I should have took that into consideration. Apologize about that. I know you got to go to bed and whatever you got to do. It's morning or evening where you are. But still did come on here, which was great. Thank you. And donations, can you see that? I'm not bitching about the donations either. I'm going to run it. Run. Here's how it's going to run. If people come on here and they are on my channel, never to return again. Secondly, all to send me any. It'll come from you giving, and I'm not going to ask, I'm not going to hint. If you like my channel, bottom line, and you're in a position to write a super chat to my show, then by all means, if you're in that position, I'll accept it. And why not? That's how we're going to work things. My subject matter is going to continue to be truthful, talk about health, world issues, everything to Phenom, you name it. We want to be multifaceted. That's what we want to be. Otherwise, the show will get boring, and it'll get boring for me. And if I get bored, I will take off. What is the reason for that? I wasn't hiding anything, or I wouldn't say what I might have found it boring. Boring. So, excuse me if I take down shows. Sometimes I'll review. If I think it doesn't come up to my standards and it's boring, I'll remove it. That's why I remove my shows. So I hope I answered your question on that. So, like I said, on my show to help support this show, I'm not going to refuse that. I will utilize that money for good. No gun to your head. No gun to your head. Nobody's forcing you to do anything. Give a shit. Even if you don't give a shit. Because you like the fact that I've been doing some daily shows these days. Even old Licky even said it. Well, partially dead in his case because he doesn't have a bomb to feed off anymore. Called cause. Because the money was going in his pocket. You should be just hellaciously mad at him. I mean, if you've donated to his show for Barry, you should be pissed. Pissed. Because he lied to you about what he was going to try. And you know I'm right. Everybody has found out after a while what they're all about. It's just their own mistakes. Instead of crying wolf all the time when the sky is falling, let's examine what the person is doing, and his own efforts will prove whether or not they're lying. A long time. Okay, now I'm probably going to go and listen to that other thing. I will if it's still on there. That'll be interesting. Yeah, I believe Barry is capable of doing things like that. I've heard it on my show. And maybe I'll record the show and share it again with the various departments. They got more material about Barry you could shake a stick at. In fact, they got not very happy with me. There's too much to go on. There's too much evidence. I don't think the outcome for Barry is really going to be in his favor in any way. Well, they accepted his payoff, and that would be illegal. That would be highly illegal. He already got caught with the CW thing, didn't he? And from the bottom of my heart, that $50,000 is going to help make that prosecutor throw everything out. The buffoon is listening and nobody's recording. The prosecutor hears that. You think things are going to around 7:30 to 9-minute mark? Okay, I'll assume there's no donations today on this show. I'll make the assumption of that, and we'll get off. I like to give people time to decide. Yeah, we are collecting. We are open business officially on my channel. There's no reason not to be. If people are upset that people send me super chat, own personal problem in business, and competition with anybody on here, for none whatsoever. None. Heart lights up the screen. There you go. When you don't ask, you don't. I just simply happen to mention that I'm not in competition. We'll have the money and the inclination, then I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem with that. Every little bit counts on my channel. I know I don't care. But they're all, collectively, they add up. They add up at some point to be something that is usable money. Yeah, we do plan to go to the city sometime next month. And we need a lot of supplies. We can't go back and forth all the time. And we do plan to, there's a lot of stuff that we just can't get locally here, as you would imagine, Just, yeah. Come clean, John Blaze. Show yourself. That's our question, demanding. You on camera if you get 1,000 subscribers. Well, you got your 1,000 on there, didn't you? Yeah, did he get his 1,000? I'm not sure. I know he's e-begging through PayPal. Why does a man of his stature, why does a man who says he's got a ranch, he's got this, he's got that, he flies helicopters for business, makes something like probably $600 or something, who knows? Maybe he does. But if that's the truth, what the hell do you need to collect money for from your viewers? I mean, why is that so important, Bubba John? Why is that so important? Okay, any more takers here before I leave the show here? See, with him giving me money, it's an insult when he gives $1. Because he'd give thousands of dollars to Barry. But we'll take your money, Pennsylvania trucker. We'll take your money. Except that you owe me 50,000 pesos in comparison. I appreciate your donation, no matter what the reason. Smack me in the face or whatever. Or because you really wanted to donate $1. But you owe me 50K. This is another man who reneged that if I got Mr. Barry Lee Jordan in jail, that he would give me pay. He failed. Don C, same deal. He failed. We're talking a 200,000. So I'll take your $1 because that's all I'm ever going to get off you. Like you're so used to doing. Criminal. Barry Lee Jordan. All that money when you knew he was a crook. You knew he was mistreating women. But the money flowed. He even tried to help his girlfriend with 25,000 pesos for her store. And did your good buddy Barry pocketed half of it because she was stupid enough to give her the money. I'll give her the money. Yeah, he'll give her the money, all right, his share. And it wasn't meant for him. Although it was a nice thing you were doing, I must say. I give credit when it's a thing. It was charitable of you. Excellent. Excellent. Beautiful. I love it. But I got your butt in jail like you wanted me to. You ruined your reputation on here, dude. Jail. Out there. We're going to call it the N-word, but it sounds like it call you niggers. Who have the goal to come on my channel. Yeah, we'll accept your dollar. Like raindrops, it all adds up. Rainbows appearing on my screen. I see rainbows. If you know what I mean. Hey, I'll stay on longer if the donation is going to come on longer. But let me tell you what I do here. I multitask a lot. Now, if I was broadcasting on my phone, that'd be different. I don't do that. If I'm on a computer, like I said, I'm not always sitting on my ass. I multitask on here, and I'm doing other things I got to finish doing. I might be cleaning, doing laundry. I might be helping with food. I might be doing some chore, and I always can't stay by the computer. That's why I say, look, I got to take a break. Maybe I got to take a piss, even a smoke break, whatever. I can't sit by this computer for a lengthy period of time. That's why I take a lot of breaks on here. I don't have to piss a lot, but if you have to piss, you have to piss. There's nothing wrong with my bladder or my prostate. I drink a lot of water, and I got to piss like a racehorse sometimes. But please don't be a hypocrite on my show. That's what I ask my viewers. Donate, but don't use it, you poor bug. It's $1, and I appreciate it. It's still a donation. Let me get wrong. I know somebody's going to say something about that. It's you. I'm not yelling at you at all. I'm just telling you that $1 is a big difference between 50,000 pesos. You need to come through, and people will respect you more. In fact, you'll make history on YouTube that you didn't bet, that you made good for it. You got the money. You don't spending on nothing except that Philip. You're in the truck all the time. You don't have time to spend your money. You make good money on your truck. The only money you spend on is cigarettes and going to the diners. If you're reimbursed for the gasoline, I don't know, you spend it on gasoline. You need to come through. John Blaze won't show his face. Has rashes and scabs all over his face. I heard that. Maybe he posted. Honestly, in that picture, he's turning his head on that picture. Not on here, John. Show who you are. People, look at Nico. Nico had some problems. He comes on camera, totally symmetrical. The guy had to go through hell when that happened to him. He doesn't hide his face on there. He comes on loud and, hey, this is me. If you don't, fuck you, is what he's saying. And whether I have bags under my eyes, it don't fucking matter. Oh, there's part of having allergies. I don't hide I come on camera. I'm not afraid to come on camera. And don't what people think, folks. Yeah. If I donate to Frank, everybody's going to be jumping on my ass. Do you care about these people? Do they come over for dinner with you? Are they going to give you shit in your life because you donated to Frank? Seriously? Don't worry about what people think. Why should you? You give because they don't want you to give. Man, here, man, you guys get it? There's no contest on here. And I think Pennsylvania Trucker needs to be a little more generous than $1. Salazar Gonzalez says John Blaze has been caught in several. His About Me section on his channel says he is an expat living in the Philippines. He came here one time to meet his chatmate. It kind of sounds that way. Look, I can't verify all this, and I'm not going to be. I told you I'm a channel of truth, not half truth. When something could be proven, something we heard, something we said. I'm not going to go with that theory because I don't know for sure. I'm not going to call him bad names either. Only what applies to him. Now, he don't want to put his. He has a reason. Everybody's running away here. I don't know why. Away. From what? What are you guys doing, man? Okay. Give it till it hurts. I gotta. Today, guys. That's today. Barry's in jail now. 4 months, folks. Today, 28. Wow. Gonzalez says now he's got to go back and work as a farmhand, saying his meager salary for a couple of years before he can come back. He can't even prove a $22,000 annual income to bring his chatmate here. Yeah, I know. Some things don't follow through very well, does it? Jeff Hart says, if these cigarettes burn claims are everyone should thank Frank for getting Obama put away. Well, that's my thoughts, but I can't force people to do anything. Bottom line, here and there. But I spent 170 pesos. You want to know? Yeah. You want to know the truth? And you want to know how much money Warren gave to Fazio? Won't cost you a thing. According to Warren, he has personally spent around a figure of 100,000, not pesos, dollars in a time called friendship. The money, dudes, I don't know. I don't know where he got the money. He spent $100,000. $100,000. Okay, now you understand the stress between those two? When Warren cut him off, it's like it was his allowance. Like, hey, I'll pay you and you be my friend. It's like a fucking sex pet coming here. Hey, be my girlfriend. Does on here. Yeah, that's enough to fucking build a little house. The land is there. He's probably been living on all this money. Or spending it on fucking pork and cigarettes and rum. I don't know. Yeah, I know. People should be more appreciative, but they're not. All afraid of somebody else. Oh, God, look, even Gary came to Philippines with $50. Gary didn't have to do that. And whatever his rhyme or reason was, either way, he sent $50. Okay? He didn't have to. Was it a way of slapping me in the face? $50. That's not a slap in the face. Frank, you know what? You make some sense in what you say. You've done good. You did get Barry in jail. Maybe it was some appreciation. I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know. Salazar says John Blaze donated to both Barry and Frank at the same time so they could sue each other. Kind of like Warren H. given to both each other. Okay, again, I'll be right back. Something good is coming to tell you what's coming to me. Not at all. Give me a couple of minutes. We'll be right back and we'll kind of spin this off. We'll give it a little more time. Yeah, I did do a lot for you guys. I certainly did. I've said it on many shows. And they said, well, Frank's e-begging. I wouldn't call it e-begging. And I really call it having expectations. But I really think about this, that I did everybody's dirty work. And it took a lot out of me. It took a lot out of me. And yes, I've said it on my shows that I don't think I get enough appreciation what I did. I wait for the money I spent on that case. There ain't no donations that's going to make up for all my legal costs, and there's going to be more coming. There's nothing going to make up. Now, sometimes, every now and then, it's nice to say, hey, dude, you know what? I've been following you for a while. Man, I couldn't with Barry. Pretty cool, man. All about he's a criminal, and you put your time and effort and money into this dude. And just to see a little appreciation now and then. I don't ask much. I know I'm not going to make back 170,000 pesos I put out on Barry. And don't forget the couple of thousand I put out on Fazio from my lawyer business in Cebu City. Top-notch lawyer office that has employees under there. That cost me a couple of thousand right there. I got it invested right now. It's for Goon. Add it up, 170. There you go. And about 2,000 initial lawyer. I pumped out some bucks, folks. I'm goddamn sure. Think I want to put it out like I'm having fun with this? I'm fun with the results. Cut me some slack sometime, you know what I mean? Cut me some fucking slack. Salazar says Warren H. and Blaze have a lot in common. They both purchased the third floor of Fazio's hotel. Maybe John Blaze will... Look, dudes, think that's going to surprise me? Back. Come on, folks, wake up and smell the coffee, man. Because, that close. And just let the AdSense build on. If I croak, she can make a couple of everything else she's got. It wouldn't matter to me either way. It's not the point that Frank is starving, can't afford a meal. It's not what it's all about. Take out your card and send me. That's something you do on your own. Or I could say, hey guys, maybe tonight we'll drink. I sure will. I'll use that money. I sure will. And I'm gonna go to the store buy the beers. He's clever with that. People buy into it. Yeah, we're gonna put the glass of booze right through the screen, right? We're gonna drink together. Clever guy. Clever guy. As hillbilly as it comes to making money, he knew how to make it. Sending him money left and right for being a total asswipe, a liar, a drug. And you kind of shit apparently. Come on, with show, but no. You want to because you love the drama. Shit, I mean, I'm the only person that ever mooned anybody. Gave a full moon to Gary, remember? I'm the only one that had the balls to do that. I'm not obviously afraid of expressing myself. Yeah. No see video here. Because I'm not on camera, that's why you no see video. How about see a video here? What kind of language is that? And you guys criticize me. It's Tango Tube. Who the hell is Coffee House? Who are donate or shut up? Get off my show. You have to have some significance to this show. Except to criticize me. I don't see any video here. Because I'm not on camera, Ace. I'm not on camera. That could be why. Ever think about that? Do. Simply because of you. But when you're near me, I'm in the mood for love. What do we got here? What do we got here? What do we got here? What do we got here?
Marley. Oh, man. Come on.
Come on, man. Be real on my channel. You could be yourself on my channel and not have to be rude. See what I'm saying? Guys. We're going to go with what we got. We had a little bit of dialogue here. We appreciate that, as we always do. You never know what's on my next show. One thing you know about my channel is that I bring information to you. I don't call myself the information channel, but I like to bring information to you that's pertinent for you to know. And certainly if it reflects on me in some form or way, we'll talk about it. I always do, don't I? Look, Roberto against me. Popeye got striked out. That's why I with Allo, because he couldn't do his own show. Allo got taken down 3 or 4 times. I mean, they don't learn. They don't learn. Oh, you mean John? Bubba John? In here that's making some comments. About. Well, let's save the coffee house some trouble here. Goodbye, coffee house. You just have to go on another account, one of your sock accounts. Bye-bye, coffee house. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Channel, my friend. They're popping up waffles in Bomber's former business as a waffle flipper. You don't flip waffles, you flip pancakes, but he flipped his waffles. He'd like to entertain the crowd. Of course, he burnt all the waffles, but he knew how to flip them. We should actually call him Flipper or Flopper. Yeah, we'll definitely have to see that video there. I want to see for sure. Assume that, okay, you had to say on here. So what? And catch you on the next show. Let's go. I'm not your enemy, John. You wouldn't want to be, because it's lifelong. Right? Fuck my. I do things differently, but I don't want to be vindictive. Just don't get on my bad side. Plan a future in the Philippines. Yeah, that's what you said. Jeff Hart says that I'm lying about your house size. My God, Magnum. Yeah, that's a God, Magnum. Why would I lie about my house size? What's in Hawaii? Why would I lie about selling my house in Hawaii? It's been proven. Of course, I don't have to prove anything, but you'll found out it's true. Why would I lie about anything? If I was a liar and a criminal, like people like to label people, man, I have my tail between my legs. I'd be far gone off YouTube years ago, my friends. Run and hide. They get off YouTube accounts. And then they attack you that way. That's what they do. No, I never had. Why don't we satisfy him? No, I never had a house. And the size of my house wasn't 3,700 whatever square foot. Nah, you're right. It was 11 by 11 shack in Bohol. With a toilet right there. A cardboard bed with a couple of layers of foam. With everything I own in the world. And with about 200,000 termites. Does that make you feel better? Alrighty, folks. Nations, because we're gonna cut it. About 60 seconds. We're gonna cut it here. I'll give you a little time to make up you appreciate all I've done on here. Oh, I'm always gonna mention that. Sorry. That's the guy did your dirty work. Oh, it's valid. That's a valid reason to say, hey man, come through a little bit now and then. Very valid statement. 170,000 didn't come out of your Pennsylvania trucker. You need to redeem yourself, buddy. 50,000 peso agreement that you did not come through, and you give me $1, which you can efface to me. But I'll tell you what's up on my show. Although you look at it as an insult, it's not really an insult to me because every little dollar I make on here, everything I make, it all builds up. You know, usable money. I'm not to get my next meal. I'm not begging to get a fucking Xbox. I'm not begging to get a bottle of fucking... No, I'm not. Okay, with that being said, let's end it here. Thank you for the donations. Very much. Appreciate it. Whatever your reason for giving, you still gave, didn't you? God, these ants, I can't believe it, man. I think they're coming out of my computer. I think they're living in my laptop. That's what I think. There's this microscopic ants out here. And when I put this on my bedspread here, I'm always noticing these small ants. I got to kill them or get them off the bed. I don't like anything creepy crawling on my bed. I just don't like that. They belong somewhere, but not on my bed sheet. I think they like to hide inside the electronics. Or a good place for them to go, find their way through there to hide and nest or whatever they do. You got to find a way of gassing a plastic bag, some kind of a gas in there or something, and kill them. The guy said I lied about my house size. Well, why would I do that? Why would I do that? It makes absolutely no sense at all. People have seen my house. They know it's big. So what if it is? He's got a problem with that? I'm sure he does because he doesn't own a nice house. Probably doesn't have a 3,700 square foot house. Isn't that what it really is? Of course. No smoke and mirrors here. Okay, guys, I'm out of here. Thank you. I'm here because you're there. Catch you on the next show.